we would in school, A, B, C, D, F, 1, 2, 3, go. And what's interesting, just like when we story point, if someone throws a 1 and someone throws an 8, it's not so much that I think it's more of an 8 than it is a 1. What's really important is why is there such a difference? It's different perspectives, right? Just as if someone throws an F, said we really didn't do well at all at it, and someone threw an A. We've got two different perspectives that we need to bridge together to get on the same page as a team, because we are a team, right? So what's fruitful is that conversation there. And then from that, maybe there's another action plan. Okay? Maybe it's a C. We'll cut it down the middle one. Yes?
Talking specifically of personal relationships, our teams did a team barometer questionnaire, and then one of the things that came pretty low scoring was relationships, because all of the teams are pretty new to each other. So we took a retro, and it was just dedicated to tasks or fun activities around understanding each other better, so we built to develop the relationships. So that's all the retro was.
Yeah. That's really good. And, you know, the other thing I want to mention is your retrospectives, and I talked about people, relationships, processes, tools. The easiest ones to talk about are processes and tools. We're talking about how are our relationships, talking about communication, collaboration, how are we working together. That's key. And I'm glad you brought it up, because I was talking more about outside, truly personal relationships, right? How a retrospective may help in that regard. I'm not asking anyone to share, so keep that to yourself. But having a regular checkpoint on how are we doing, how are we communicating. What a beautiful thing to have that conversation. Because at the end of the day, what we do here at work is we relate to one another, we have to work with one another, we don't get to make those choices. Whereas in personal relationships we do, right? Depending on cultures, obviously, but having that, you know, building the relationships and communicating, and collaborating, and all those things relate outside of the workplace as well. We already shared, so not all retrospectives go well. We know that. We've all been a part of a retrospective that we felt like, boy, that wasn't great. Okay? What must exist for teams or groups for retrospective to be valuable? Whoa, you guys are listening. Trust has to exist. Why must trust exist in order for a retro to go well? Honest, yeah. To be open.
So don't dismiss someone's feedback.
Don't dismiss it. Be respectful of other people's perspectives. Their perspective's real, right? I may not agree with where they're coming from, but I have to respect that perspective. I need to understand why they have that perspective. In the same vein that I said, you know, we worked on this item, somebody called it an A and somebody called it an F. I want to understand those two perspectives and how do we at least align in some way and agree or disagree, but at least understand where you're coming from versus where I think we were terrible at it because, or I think we were awesome because. So retrospectives are valuable to the team achieving high performance. And the way we do that is continually learning and adapting based on those learnings, right? That's what retrospectives are for. They're not haphazard. They're not, sometimes may feel chaotic depending on the technique that you may use, but they should be planned. Now, I can't plan what conversation will ensue, but certainly plan the activities that we may do and what expectations for each other is. As a team member, so as a Scrum Master, I'm going to plan the event. As a team member, I have a responsibility too. I have to gather data or bring data to the table. We all have a voice at that table. We all have perspective that we may not be the same as everyone else, right? I felt it went awesome, and I felt it was awful. My perspective is different. Maybe maybe I was in debt and I got my stuff done 3 days early. You got crunched with 28 work items. His perspective is very different from mine, right? Trust must exist. It must exist so that we can have difficult conversations. Again, hopefully we have working agreements, conflict protocol, and how we would engage in those difficult conversations. But being respectful of one another, other perspectives is key. Okay? So there's a number of different techniques. Some are, in my opinion, some call it fun, some I call it deep. But at the end of the day, it's all for the sake of improvement, right? It's to drive a conversation. So regardless of technique, it doesn't matter. I've used a bunch of different techniques. And I gravitate towards ones that are simpler because I focus more on the conversation. And that's fine too. So I'm going to walk through a few. Many of you see the 4 quadrants. There's different variations of each one of these, so you may be seeing different things. Like I think I mostly go to this one. And I'll typically, this one says what makes us happy, what makes us sad, what ideas I have, and who should I thank. I think this one I usually do kudos, this is improvement opportunities, this is not so well, this is well, good, bad, might work differently. So variations of the same thing. Start, stop, continue is another technique. Here are the things I want to start doing. So we're not doing today, but I want to start because I think it'll help. These things hurt. Stop doing it immediately. Continue. These are good things. Just keep doing that. Right? So that, again, just another technique. Speedboat. Concept here is you got propellers. What moves us forward? The good stuff. Life preserver. What can save or help us? Anchors, what holds us back? Rocks, where can we crash? Right? So you can kind of see how that looks a lot like some of the others. It's just a different paradigms to help with the conversation. This is open the box. You got your light bulbs or your idea. Here are your things you stop, and here are the things you want to recycle and keep doing. Right? See if these are all the same, similar type of things, but the conversations approach slightly different in each one. Mad, sad, glad. You guys do that one? 5 whys. So root cause analysis. Start with a problem, ask 5 whys until you get to the root type of thing. That was probably the most different from the others that we saw. But if you're dealing with a big challenge, maybe let's maybe focus on driving to the root cause. Again, for the sake of improvement, right? If I get rid of that, everything else is going to be pretty good, or I might identify some new things. So we're going to do an exercise just like I promised. Right? I did promise that. You guys, it was a test, right? So we're going to hold 2 different retrospectives. So before anybody moves, I mean you can move, but don't get up.
Keep breathing.
Keep breathing. We're going to hold 2 different retrospectives. I think, what did we say was over here? This is two retrospectives. One is going to be those of us that are participating in Scrum teams and holding retrospectives regularly. We want to talk about what's going well with those retrospectives. And the idea with that is that we'll have a number of different people from different teams having conversations about what about their retrospective is awesome, what about it's not so awesome, maybe some things and ideas that they may change. As a coaching team, we're looking for perhaps some themes that we might see organizationally. So be open and honest with respect to that. And maybe what comes out of it are perhaps some workshops on what we can do differently to help the organization. Does that make sense? So we're going to hold that one here. So this is more organizational, right? And then over here is going to be a retrospective that covers camp, so the last 2 days. So what a fitting way to end our formal sessions, okay? So this group will talk about what about camp did you like, what not so much, maybe some thoughts for improvement. I know we've got some awesome feedback here, and we look forward to your feedback electronically off of the agiledev.com, going to events, Agile Camp 2016, famous blog feedback, right? So go follow that link. Please give us the feedback. But this will help too. And so we're going to go over here. It's okay.
I don't have a problem.
So over here is going to be that retrospective talking about camp, okay? So organizational, retrospectives, how things are going, looking for themes here, looking for some feedback with respect to camp. I'll ask that we're flexible and maybe splitting down the middle as much as we can around. I'm not going to dictate that. I want you guys to self-organize. And I've got 2 guest facilitators. We've got Amy Neff, who's one of our Scrum Masters. She works at Nelnet. If you haven't met Amy, you should.
She works at
And then I've got Cindy David, who also works at Nelnet, one of our Scrum Masters. She's going to facilitate this one. All right, so here's where you can get up and move. Self-organize these 2. I'll give you about a 10 to 15 minute time box. That's what I want to learn. So by your end, actually, you try to quantify the values.
Yes.
Yes. And now, emotion. It's all working towards that. Check it the next.
Yeah, and then, yeah.
Sounds like a work task. A lot of you hired high quality. Who's gonna have to do some stuff to get? Or you can say, that's just retro.
You're not coming in as like.
Oh,
so
retro.
we don't have to look at it.
Well, like I said, we're in a little transition. We're getting captain of the steer of the ship, and maybe that captain, you know, I ran. From match something,
I think for us, the execution of what you say you need to improve, you don't really execute on
You can
that. It's
adapt
easy
it.
to feel like just giving the feedback of progress, but you feel like you did something.
the definition of intent, right?
And it's
Doing the
what
same
pretty much
thing,
what everybody
fishing for
said.
it, you did it.
You come back next sprint and you didn't necessarily act on things.
I don't know whether that puts me in sad or bad. Because we make plans and they don't execute.
I'm not so sure that actually
Probably be some stuff.
Yeah, just because you say you need to do it better, doesn't mean that it's going to happen. So we're
Things that we think
looking
about
at
that
that.
should be.
Yeah, I think quantifying it and making it something like, we need to do this better. It's like, how?
Exactly, you need a,
You know,
you
like,
plan. You can't just say you're gonna make it better.
yeah, it's like, what's your specific problem and how can we make it better? What is better? What would better be and how do we measure that and how do we get to there?
So you're not talking about the plan.
Yeah.
You're just talking about what.
Right, exactly. Yeah. Right. So we don't, I think we need the fourth quadrant, I think it's really important, what you're going to try. And this is what I see, is just three of them. Just keep doing, don't do again.
I think whichever way you should do it. And if you're doing this, there should be outputs to what the retrospective is, what you're not doing, so.
I think that's part of our problem is how Congress is not executing it. The only time you see it is during our discussion. We're not making it visible anytime until the next.
Then?
Yeah, it's out there where everybody's ability is about. We're all working on our story. So we need to make it more visible.
What does that make you mad or sad?
I'm frustrated with, we come up with a plan, then we never look at it until the big cover.
And where do you look every day? At your TFS board like ours is? Why would you put it where you look every day?
Put it there or halfway through the sprint, bring it up every, the daily stand-up. So, okay, we're halfway through, let's take a look at what we did.
How do you encourage us now? Tasks. Take when there's blocks of problems. I think we just make it like regular work. Isn't it that valuable as regular work? Aren't you getting to a better place if you just?
Do a task, likelihood of maybe one person, they work on it. And that's my concern about
That means work done.
Well, that's when.
Did you say 5 nice things?
Right.
Did you, I don't know what the task is. But you got 7 members? 7 identical tasks. Okay, everybody gets to take one. Yeah, I'm not singling anybody out. You're all on there. That's what we talked about in the retro.
And should we do it?
Close it out, say no code, not an ISO issue. But it's there every day at the board, and you can't get past your other tasks without looking at it.
You can even do an improvement story. General improvement story in the house.
I mean, there's a lot of worse junk on that.
I think I have a double-sided one. Happy that we did kudos during our
I don't know what that means.
It's sad that we don't do kudos throughout the entire school. So, if Debbie did something great on Tuesday,
Yeah, it does.
I shouldn't wait until next Thursday to tell her, good job.
I hope they can remember.
Yeah, exactly. You hope that I remember that she did a good job.
John, can you bless us from the
I think give her thank you, whether it's to her or to the whole team and say, Debbie, you're a great, thank you.
Yeah, you
And then
can.
do it again and
It's just a- That's why I've
Cheers,
Robert.
Like I said, my teams, you know how the teams like it felt kind of full.
Oh, yeah, prior to that,
The team I'm on now is very genuine.
So what we do on Tuesdays, after
that.
the kudo portion of the retro, we actually, whoever gets the most kudos, they're kind of the rock star of the story. And so now I've created a rock star, a rock. It's a rock star. So we're gonna take that around whoever gets rock star of the story. So, yeah, so we're gonna display that.
You brought in an old dog cone that I had for my puppy. You wrote on it that Cody and Cody little shade. You also make me.
That's so naked. get to.
That makes me
We just leave it out on the table for. Coding, code, and check.
That's as bad as the place I worked. You had the idea, like, you check something in, you got that, no, you got a flamingo hanging over your desk.
Yeah, it makes it fun. Anything else you guys want to call out?
We did just once. We retro, where are we? Because we have a spreadsheet.
It's not major.
Yeah.
Well, we looked back a couple of weeks, a few sprints worth, and said, did we actually get these things? Oh, yeah, we did that 6 months ago.
Yeah. But it was productive because we did it once, and then we kind of ignored the other stuff.
Smaller groups, so more people have a chance to
I think we need more buy-in.
Anybody else have one?
More buy-in. We spent a whole lot of time on it. We have that kind of level of buy-in there. Not that it's an item, but how might we, anybody have any?
What do you mean, like, buy-in to?
Well, it's either that not participating or not taking action on the items or not reviewing them. I mean, it's.
Yeah, that's the participation thing. We go around the table, so everybody says something, even if it's, I agree with him.
Kennedy, what do you have?
We did this last time. We did that last time.
Maybe that happens, if someone just doesn't want to say.
Well, usually there's kind of a collective feeling about like, so chances are a few people are going to agree with each other, so that might be why they don't say something. But at least then they can say, well, I feel the same thing she said.
Well, we put that as recycled, like a. We actually did it on this, something that I found out. What's this? There's a retro. Those like, and where everybody was required to say something before we were passed. Not say anything. And then at the end, it was like, okay, if you passed after hearing what anybody else said, is there anything else to add? To reassess the minutes. And I think there's lots more feedback there because we had to say pass, maybe for shame. By passing, or maybe not.
Plus, if you just say, does anybody have any concern?
Yeah,
A lot of
that's
times,
like-
a lot of people aren't going to say anything, but if you know it's coming to you eventually, you're going to think, what do I have to say? You're going to think about it. Might say something like that.
Like our meeting here, so we got to make comments.
Could we just continue this?
Something like yours, our Scrum Master he calls it a one-word check-in. You go around the room and everybody is trying, in one word, how they felt about this.
It's just really difficult.
Sometimes it's really difficult, but it makes us come together a little bit. Debbie says depressing, and everybody looks at her. Why were you so depressed? Everybody else is happy.
But you know what, we don't